And we good.
Hey, we're here with Gridiron Football Media Day 2024. Here with Coach Darrell, Asberry, Southern Lab. Man, what's going on, Coach?
I'm good, man. Glad to be here.
Good, man. First of all, congratulations, man, on another great year last year. State championships, man. Obviously that's the goal almost every year over there, Coach.
Well, Coach, you know it's either championship or bust over there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
it's like there's a lot of pressure over there.
Man, you call that championship road, but you actually played there. You went there, so you know the atmosphere there. You actually know all about the culture that's built there, and then being able to come in there and do those things. Tell us about some of the things y'all been doing this summer, getting prepared for this year.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been a long summer when you lose 21 seniors. Mm-hmm. So now you have to spend as much quality time with those young guys that you have, trying to get the continuity down, number one.
Right.
To get them to understand, hey, this is a championship program. Some of you guys may be coming out of middle school, never won a championship. So now we have to instill this in you. So it's been well worth our while this summer, man. It's been a whole long June for us. So we're getting ready to wind this thing down next week.
Tell us about some of the 707s y'all been a part of this summer.
I tell you, I did something a little different. I joined that league.
Okay, right.
And that was good. I did that especially for my young quarterback, Jerry Biden. He needed that. You know, we need to play every week. And we also had another one Wednesday, and then we'll go play one on Tuesday or Saturday at one of these colleges. So purposely he needed the reps, and it was a rep, and he turned out, man, I watched that young man grow. I mean, I'm very pleased with him.
Good deal. Tell us about this spring. Did you guys do spring?
Yeah, we had a good.
How that went?
I tell you, Coach, we had a good spring game, man. I went over there and played Macomb.
Okay.
For the spring game.
Yep.
That was our second annual spring game against them. And Coach Foster was a good friend of mine. He stuck it to me again. It was a good game. I mean, two good football teams, very physical. I think we ended up losing it by a touchdown or so, but it was just the competition. You know, they're a little higher ranked than us.
Okay.
So we needed that physicality, and I thought my guys responded well to it.
All right. So we always know that in the 24, during the spring, you basically get a chance to kind of see the preview of your new team. Like you say, you lost 21 guys, seniors. Tell us about some of the guys that stood out that you're going to be counting on this year, and some of the guys that's going to be stepping up in them key roles.
Well, I tell you, our receiving core is fantastic. The one that had all the touchdowns and the stats, Denham Hunt.
Yeah.
He was hurt this past spring, but he's back healthy now. He's back healthier than ever. We're counting on him. Marquez Williams had a tremendous spring camp. I mean, he was just phenomenal. Keenan Butler, another phenomenal one, and Anthony Weatherspoon. Those guys really picked it up. P.J. Norman, he's been doing extremely well. He's going to bowl on both sides of the ball. We lost Jerome Harris to Dunham High School. P.J. stepped right in. We just kept going, man. And along with Amari and Asberry, he's been doing a good job for us. And when you have that good 1-2 punch between him and Norman, I think we'll be fine.
Yep, man, definitely you can run the ball. Man.
Yeah, you got to be able to run the ball.
I know. But let's just jump into scheme talk about some of the things that we'll see Friday night scheme, offensive and defensive. I know you was a quarterback, man, and did it at best as some could do it. So I know you like to throw it. Talk about some of the things that we'll see this year coming up.
Well, I think with my young quarterback, Bodley, we're gonna lean on the run a little bit until he gets into a rhythm. And once I feel he catches a good rhythm, we're going to start throwing the football around. We're going to spin it. We're going to run. A lot of people say, my philosophy a lot of times, Coach, is on 3rd and long, people say, well, he's going to throw the football. I run a draw.
Right.
I put myself, now it gives me an opportunity to say, okay, can I go for it on 4th down? Is it worth going for it on 4th down?
Right.
Just trying not to get it all at one time. But defensively, we're going to continue to apply the pressure. I hired another defensive coordinator, Lamar Thomas. He's been around a long time. Coach Smith went on to Grambling State University as the defensive line coach. He did an excellent job for us defensively. We still have those front three coming back. So I feel really good about that.
Okay.
So those guys will be back. I have one senior up there, 2 seniors up there on that D-line, and 1 underclassman.
So defensively, y'all would be more. So I know you said new defensive coordinator. What y'all be more odd or even
Coach,
front?
we were more odd last year.
Okay.
Coach Thomas and myself, I'm a 4-2-5 guy, but Coach Smith convinced me last year that we can't play some three-man front.
Right.
So, we'll see whatever our strength really lies on. You really won't know it until everybody gets in school. Find out, okay, you got new kids coming in. Who's eligible, who's not eligible. You pretty much got an idea, but I may get a new kid in there that may be eligible. So now I can change it up a little bit because I believe in pressure. I don't want quarterback sit back there and pick me to pieces.
Yep, good deal.
Yeah.
I know it's the new cycle for the 2-year cycle scheduling wise. I know it's probably hard to find any games. So how about to tell about that process and who all you was able to lock in for the new 2-year cycle?
Well, starting off, Dunham dropped us for whatever reason. I think Coach said his schedule changed or something. We picked up Kaplan, and then I picked up Denham Springs.
Okay.
So I'll be open. I'll be open week 2. And what I did was move Madison Prep down to the bottom of the schedule, just to give my guys a chance to get going, knowing that we're really young on the back end.
Right.
Get us some experience, and then you got Madison and Denham Springs back to back, and Kaplan, and then you jump into conference play.
Tell us about the off week. I mean, I know most of the time you have. I mean, everybody try to get those full 10 games, but I have been seeing coaches kind of taking their off week if they wanted to, if they had that in their schedule. Tell us about that.
Well, I started doing that because by the time conference play got here, we were so banged up.
Okay.
And so I would try to find a gap in there to kind of give me an off week in there. But the problem I have this year is it's so early. I would have rather it be down at the bottom, but so now I had to make my mind up. Do you keep Madison up here, knowing that you're not going to be hitting on all cylinders?
Right.
And keep the off week down here, do you drop them down and then give yourself a chance to start hitting on all cylinders? So I just say, I'm going to drop them down. Coach Landry and I agreed on it. And it's good to move for both of us.
Yep. Especially being young. I can see that, you don't want to take nobody's confidence when you're trying to build it early in the year.
And this game will do that.
Oh, I know it would do that. And I can see that you're kind of talking more so too from a college coaching standpoint, because I know that's where that's where your whole background's been. Because I know a lot of college coaches love to have those off weeks in there. You can game plan, get ready for future opponents, and you can obviously use that week just like you just talked about.
You're absolutely correct, Coach. And as you talk about college, man, this I do miss it. I miss those college days, and sometimes I had that itch. I still had that itch to get back in it, but this is year 8 at Southern Lab, and I did 27 in college. So if I'm gonna do something, it's gonna have to be soon.
It's gonna have to be that. Tell us about the admin. Coach Bristol. I'm calling Coach Bristol, but Mr. Bristol. Tell us about the support that you're receiving over there, and from the admins and from the teachers and all of the staff over there.
Coach, he does a good job. He allows us to. What I appreciate the most, he allowed me to run the football team. And I appreciate him and my parents, because now I can coach them like college kids. That's what I have to focus my mind sometimes to make me think that I'm in college, to really get me going. It's my first high school job. And we're talking about 27 years of college football. So I got to constantly tell him, okay, now you need to go get these young men ready to go to college. So he gives me good support. As long as I keep the guys out of his office, discipline where it needs to be, and that's what we focus on a lot, discipline, having a discipline program. And I tell the guys, I don't want no teachers coming to me talking about y'all. Let's keep everything clean. We've been fortunate enough to have small issues, but nothing major.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Tell us about the alumni community base. I mean, how they put together. I guess it's always easier when you win.
When you win, Coach. Let me tell you
Yes,
something.
indeed.
Southern Lab is we're from alumni base, like a Southern University. When you're losing, they're very disgruntled.
Right.
So when you're winning, and I think, Coach, that what our alumni and fans have to understand is we don't have everything we need. And sometimes people need to step up to the table, and somebody needs to call and say, Coach, what you need? What can we do? Mm-hmm. You was there, you worrying about a practice, you worrying about your weight room.
Right.
You need the little things that help those kids, because it's not for Coach Asberry.
Right.
It's for the kids.
Correct.
And it's our school, so Alumni want everything, so you got to kind of reach out to me, give me a phone call. Ask me what can we do for the kids.
Yep. That's what it's about at the end
Yeah,
of the
it's
day.
about the kids, coach.
Well, I mean, back to you, Coach. I know that you, like you say, you've been in college, and you came down, did it on the high school level, won championships here. So, I mean, is there anything? I know you locked in there. I know you're about to be through this season, but you know, what's in the future? What's in store? You know,
Yeah.
for Coach Asberry.
Coach, I tell you, like we talked earlier, man, I always think about what's Plan B.
Correct.
My son's getting ready to graduate. What people fail to realize is that the question is, okay, why Coach Asberry set out of football so long, out of college football? Well, for me, I set out to raise my son. You know, I didn't want him to grow up like I did without a father figure in his life. So I had to make sure that I did the right things, put him in position, myself in position, to help him understand that, hey, this is how life really is, son. So, but he's getting ready to graduate in December. I've been thinking of some things. You know, I got kids that I brought in. You know, and you know this, Coach. When you kids are coming to Southern Lab and they want to get involved in athletics, and you get attached to those kids, it's hard to leave those kids behind. But I know at some point in time, you know, I'm gonna have to let the young guns take over. Now, when that time comes, I don't know, but I'll walk away from it before I let them fire.
Come on, yeah. And that's a good thing, man. You said the young guns, and that's what I've been kind of on that trail of basically saying, you know, coaching like yourself, being able to coach guys up to be able to step in the role for you and keep it going. You know, I think that we haven't had enough of that, especially in the Baton Rouge area, and that's why you're seeing a lot of programs go down, because, you know, some of the coaches, you know, stay in there too long or try to, you know, just hold that spot down. But so glad to hear you talking about those things, and then also transitioning to whatever else you got in store, because I know probably college is still knocking your door down now.
Yeah, Coach.
But I know it's all kind of other things too that you can also be into, you know, having the background that you have.
Yeah, Coach, and I want to, you know, I got a young coach, Coach Washington, played at Southern, wide receiver coach. I'm really grooming him to take over this offensive coordinator role. I'm probably going to do that about 2 more years, and then I'm going to step back. So right now he's doing a great job. The thing that we're trying to teach him now is protections.
Correct.
You got to be able to know protections if you're going to be a coordinator.
Correct.
So he's a good coach. And then I can kind of sit back and watch, you know, and I don't want to sound a little selfish here, but my body of work that I've given him, go to work, because I think he's deserving of it.
Correct.
He's going to be a great coach, and one day I want people around me that want to become head coaches.
Right.
I want people around me that want to become coordinators.
Right.
That's the type of people I want to surround myself with.
Right. And that's how, you know, the guys I came up under Saban, Coach Tom and my